Even with my allergies, I'm getting better with it. Okay, because my body is able to fight better because I don't have all that extra stress. Okay, and I'm just giving it to y'all real. You know, it's people have to understand that if you're not fit to be around certain type of people, don't be around them because you affect their lives and their bodies mentally and physically. And you can actually create illnesses in people just by being around them. People are like, oh, I got these ulcers from the stress. It affects not only your stomach, it affects every organ in your body. The way your body is fighting off. This is why the people that's like each other has to be with each other in order to create happiness. And that's just what it is. You just have some people that's everything, their minds is just, they think they're doing right, but they're not. And it affects those that live a different type of way. I didn't realize I was actually physically going through stress because I was able to go out and about and live my life, without the negativity, even though I had to come back to the negativity. I didn't realize that until recently. I had to recognize, how falsified my life was, because I was still enjoying life, but the people around me wasn't really fit for me because they're not the type of people that I am. So, but I didn't see it because I was still out being around the people that I'm used to being around to keep myself happy. But when I got into a different space, I was able to see the difference, And sometimes God needs you to see these things, Not everything that God does to us is a bad ordeal. Sometimes He needs us to learn so we know where we fit in. He needs us to learn because He doesn't want us to be unhappy. He wants us to be happy. So with that being said, if you're around a bunch of people that this is not fit for you, you're going to be unhappy. You're in the wrong circle. So you move on. It's a lesson learned. It's not a failure. It's a lesson learned. Well, I'm about to end this podcast. I just wanted to speak on that. Think about what you say when you talk to people. Walk in people's shoes before you judge. You don't know what a person is going through and what life that they are living. So don't judge. Ask them if you want to know. You can't just go talking about people and, things that you don't even know about. It's the reason why they're doing things the way they're doing it. Or, how they doing it. But that ain't for you to judge. Especially when you've never reached the plateau that they've reached in life. So, people, y'all got to learn how to think. Analyze situations before you speak and do. Because you can destroy somebody's whole will of life with the nonsense. Because you falsified to be somebody that you're really not. And that's the whole ball game to it. And then create a peaceful environment for others. Someone is pouring their heart out for you, create that peaceful environment for them. It's like I was telling y'all with the man that I met. He just wanted confirmation on what I would do if it was me. And I gave him what I would do. It's still a choice. He doesn't have to do it. He just wanted to know that the feeling that he had was correct. You know, just like with my friend on, with the pneumonia situation. She just wanted confirmation that somebody has been through what she's going through, and it's not just her. Not that she's still looking beautiful and, because she's not comfortable in her skin. And she want to know, is these feelings normal, people? Do I need to go seek a doctor because I'm not feeling right? Is it normal? And I broke it down to her, from my experience. It's normal. And it's going to take about a year for you to get back. It's going to seem like hell, and it is. It's going to be. But it's going to take you about a year before you can be normal again. At least that was the maximum for me. Okay? It could be longer for some other people. Who knows? But that's what she's seeking. She wants to know, somebody help me. I want to know, is this going to be for the rest of my life? Is this going to be for a year? Is this something that I could just, say it'll be over eventually? Just like with the COVID. People thought that, we would never come outside again. Everybody was afraid. I mean, they was afraid. I wasn't afraid. And, I still went outside. But for the most part, because I had to, I was working. But for the most part, most people was afraid. This is the end of the world. Oh, my God. God got a lot more to show us before he end this thing. Because he want to show y'all where y'all going wrong first. And see if y'all fix it. That's the key. Giving y'all a chance to fix the things that y'all have destroyed. Not only within yourselves, but within other people. Okay? This is where these generational curses coming at. Okay? Because y'all create these attitudes and then y'all want to push them off on other people. And then they have to feel the pain from the negative impact that you've taught them. And this is why, I hate to keep my daughter all locked up. But I just can't have her around certain people. And it's especially some of her family members. The way they are is just unreal. And I refuse to allow my child to pick up these bad habits and have to bear the pain because of what she's been taught, not knowing that it's just not right. See, that's why we do certain things and we learn things, because we want to learn how to love our children the best way and give them the best knowledge to go out in the world, at least as possible to bear pain. And that's what a parent is supposed to do. Teach their children how to live out there. You got these people, life is so hard. Life is hard because you made it that way. And that's just the bottom line, I come from a family, and I'm going to be honest with you, I had one side of the family, they was addicts, and I had the other side of the family that was peaceful and about fun. So I got to see both sides of the table. I ain't just get to have one ignorant family. I had two sides, so I was thankful. My family in the Bronx, they was very peaceful people. Anybody that knew them from Cortland know that they was very peaceful people. They didn't deal with too many people. And if they did allow you to come into their circle, that's because they liked you. And if they didn't allow you in their circle, it's because you were no good. And that's just the bottom line. They didn't have all that chaos, all that drama, that arguing. I've never, in my family, in the Bronx, I've never once seen my people argue. Never once. If there was something wrong, they sat down and they talked about it at the table. Okay? Y'all always see me talk about the round table, or, y'all see me take pictures with my kids at the table. That's because that's the way I was raised. There was never a disagreement that couldn't be straightened out without negative, how can I put it? Without drama. I'm going to just throw it there. Without drama. Never. Not in my house. That's how I was brought up. So for me to have to deal with drama people, it's like, I feel like I'm in hell. Because I was brought up to always have peace. And when there's an issue, the whole family sits down and talk about it. And figure out what we're going to do to fix the issue. Not just one person, the whole family. We sit down and talk about it and work it out. That's the way I was brought up. You know, well, so-and-so is going through such and such and such. What are we going to do to help this person fix it? Or get it right? Not making excuses. Okay? The type of families I'm running into now, you know, they only make excuses. We know nobody's perfect on this earth. And everybody needs help. But you're not going to make excuses and make things look falsified just to cover up the negative impacts of what a person is doing to other people's families. Okay? You're not going to do that. Because eventually someone is going to end it. Okay? And that's just the bottom line. You know? I love my family. I'm going to just be honest with you. Even though they all dead, I love my people. I'm thankful that they taught me what they've taught me. This is why I can mingle with anybody. Because they have taught me to be free-minded. Don't judge people until you've been in their shoes. And the most important thing that they taught me is about God. Really taught me about God. And it made me seek more knowledge. You know, this is why I keep my people alive. In my heart and my soul. Because without them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You know. But anyway, I love you guys. You know, I just want to throw all of this out there. Maybe to help some of you guys. And we can get more people on the good side versus the bad side. Because right now, that's where we're at. We got the good and the bad. You know, and it's sad. But, you know, it is what it is. And we got to get our people that's good and think alike. We got to come together and get away from all these bad people. Because what's going to happen is the good is going to turn into the bad, trying to destroy the bad. Okay? Because we're so tired of it. We just, you know, we get to the point where enough is enough. You know? So we have to create this force field, and people have to choose. You have to choose, like, which side do you want to be on? You have to choose. Do you want to be good or do you want to be bad? If you want to be good, but you're still doing some bad things, then that's when you need to ask the good people around you, hey, you know, I knew I shouldn't have did this, but I did this, and, you know, how do I get out of this situation and get back to being a good person? Because we're imperfect. We are. You know, it's always around it. We're going to make mistakes, but you start over. And that's the way it works. You don't create more drama and more problems if you want to be in the good circle. Okay? You don't hide from who you are. That's the thing about the good people. We don't hide from who we are. We made a mistake because we know we're not perfect. We keep it moving. And continue to create happiness. The difference with the bad people is they run. They run from all of the negativity they've done. That's the difference. That's how you can tell the difference between the good and the bad. The good, they know that they done something bad. They have to deal with the consequences. Sometimes we don't even know we're doing something bad. And you still got to deal with the consequences. But we're not ashamed to talk about it or deal with it. Those that are ashamed, their hearts are not pure. And that's what God was saying to Eve when they were ashamed after they ate from the forbidden tree, and they took leaves. They took leaves and covered themselves. And he's like, well, why are y'all so ashamed all of a sudden? He knew something wasn't right. You're ashamed of what you've done, but you did it. Be honest with me. And that's when Adam had to tell him, well, she did it. He was a snitch. But he told, he said, she did it. Father, I'm sorry, but she did it. She's not listening to me. This is the woman you gave me. So he couldn't fault him but so much because he gave him this woman that was doing some old nonsense, and he like, it wasn't me. But now I have to deal with being ashamed. Why? This is why I tell people, y'all got to read the Bible, because I'm trying to tell you, you will understand life so much more if you just read the Bible. Take the time out, and just read the Bible for yourself and perceive it for what it is to your knowledge, not from what another man is telling you. Because the stories in there is serious. I'm trying to tell y'all. It make you see things differently. And you be like, whoa, really? Wow. That's how I be when I read the Bible. I'll be like, so that's why God did. Okay. That's how I be. I'm trying to tell y'all it's a good book. Get to it. I know it look thick. But once you read it, you'll understand a lot of things that you see. And it's an instruction booklet for life. It teaches us how we're supposed to live. It's giving us the bad stories and the bad outcomes. It's giving us good stories and good outcomes. So you can choose. This is Jacqueline Richardson and JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. I am out of here. Y'all all have a good day. I'm going to try to have a good day. I got a lot of work to put in, so I won't be speaking to y'all probably this whole week. I told you I was going to fall back from the podcast and the music because I have some serious things that I need to get in order. And that's just what it is, But I love you all. And I hope y'all got some understanding, from this podcast today, and will sit back and think about, some of the things that y'all been through in your lives and recognize the things that you will want done to you. I mean, you treat people the way you want to be treated, and that's just the bottom line, Well, I love you all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good day and be safe.